Hello everybody, Ground back here, and we are getting close to being finished with Losers Bracket. Now, we have Anir versus Fish, and I'm just gonna give you a bit of a spoiler. We'll be seeing two matches today. We'll be seeing the match between these two, and then we're also gonna be seeing whoever wins this match also go up against Creeper. So we're actually moving or we're getting pretty close to the end of the losers bracket. Now, I think this is the first of the losers bracket semifinals, technically, when you count the match against Creeper. So let's just get into it, shall we? We have a lot to go over today. Now, starting off, we have a Jolteon named Ground Beef. I'm just going to ignore that. Which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, do not call me Ground Beef. An Electabuzz that's getting paralyzed. It's slower than the Snorlax, but it gets hit with a counter. Okay, that explains it. And that was actually pretty badass, actually. That was kind of cool. Regieleki looks like it will not get the KO on the Snorlax, but with that crit, it most likely would have. Going into Zapdos. Being paralyzed is going to be very annoying, but I think Zapdos can at least KO the Snorlax. You probably should use Thunderbolt instead, since in this generation, Snorlax has 65 special. Blizzard hits kinda hard, but a critical Thunderbolt would hit much harder. Going into Tauros, Hyper Beam is not enough to KO, but Tauros, it's still gonna be a big threat here. But now that it's paralyzed, it's a lot more manageable. But paralysis is just making it annoying. Ooh, but the Zapdos has rest. That is a huge game changer. Okay, the Zapdos can probably actually beat the Tauros 1v1. Now let's see what goes on now. The Metagross goes for agility. Gets paralyzed. But the Metagross is still faster. You probably didn't need to go for another agility. But Thunderbolt does decent ship. Going for the Rock Slide. Okay, interesting. Would the Metagross be able to take out the Zapdos? I'm assuming no. But the Electro does take out the Metagross, at the very least. Going for Explosion does half of Tauros' health, going into Raichu, which is unbased. But the name is pretty fitting. Raichu, I imagine, will get a KO on Tauros. Yes, it will. Submission. Okay, never mind. They just go into Alakazam. I think Jolteon can do a... Oh, never mind. Okay, that's funny. You paralyze the Chansey, and I'm thinking you're gonna try to paralyze the Alakazam. Interesting. If you're Anir, you should probably switch out instead. That way you don't have to worry about anything else being put to sleep. I don't think there's much reason for you to really, just let the Raichu die there. A critical Ice Beam is not enough. You don't get a freeze. But Jolteon does get a crit. Okay, that's very helpful. Okay, the Jolteon gets taken out, but I think it's fine. The Dropeg finishes that off. Then you have Alakazam. It can probably not take out the Zapdos. Okay, interesting. Now it does. Does Regieleki have Hyper Beam? Yes, it does. And there we go. That is game 1. Anir has won. Now, let's see what happens in game 2. Starting off with Starmie versus Starmie. Typical lead, even for regular Gen 1. Switching into Chansey so it gets paralyzed. Going immediately into Kingler. Okay, that is definitely a take. Kingler is usually a Pokemon that you prefer to use late game. Because of stuff like this, you know what, paralysis. But I can respect it. Now, will you go for Sword Stance? I'm assuming you will not, which is unfortunate because the Snorlax will in fact be able to beat you 1v1. Yeah, you probably should have gone for Crabhammer instead. Honestly, you probably could win with Crabhammer now that I think about it. But not if it misses, that's for sure. Ooh, that is unfortunate. Okay, you finally get to hit the last Crabhammer. I guess at the very least you're going to do decent damage. But you just got really unlucky there. Going for Amnesia, interesting. You don't get paralyzed. Submission is not enough. You take a recoil. If this gets paralyzed, it's over. Yeah, you get KO'd now. Unfortunate. And also, if you can't tell already, Anir is very fond of using monotype strategies. So this is him using Mono Water. You don't get the freeze. And honestly, Starmie is a huge threat here. A critical hit just completely takes down Tentacruel. We know it has Psychic. Honestly, if you're Fish, I'm not even sure if you let the Starmie get paralyzed. Because the Starmie is clearly a huge threat to, like, you know, Anir's team. The Blizzard misses. Ooh, Thunder Punch. Okay, that's just as big of a threat as the Starmie. Not against, like, Star Bitch in particular, but at least for the rest of the team. But it looks like Anir never healed, so I guess the Metagross did manage to take it out. Ooh, this is not enough to kill, but yeah, I think Anir has, like, lost this match. Now, Thunder Punch does not kill. Blizzard misses. Does the Metagross get killed? Looks like it does, but you have a red HP paralyzed Cloyster against 5 of Anir or Fish's Pokemon. And the match was actually, like, so one-sided. And just, that Cloyster got hurt so hard, it literally turned, like, Fish into a girl. As you saw there. Very intense gameplay so far. Alright, final round. I'm assuming this is going to be Anir's model normal team. So having both elites get paralyzed, typical Gen 1. You get fully paralyzed, we don't get to see what you're going to do. Chansey goes for Ice Beam, doesn't really do too much. Wizard misses, but wouldn't have done that much either. But I guess you are trying to fish for a crit. Or a freeze. Okay, there we go. That is huge. Absolutely huge. Tauros goes for a Body Slam. Gets a critical hit. But the Porygon manages to paralyze the Tauros. Oh my gosh, that is actually just so clever on Anir's part. Ooh, 1 and 256 glitch. Oh, you gotta hate to see it. Wait, Bussy with HDB? Can someone explain to me what that actually means? Going back out into Zoroark, Fish predicts this and goes for the Earthquake. Just trying to go for, like, Body Slams. Doesn't really work. You switch out your Zoroark, you might be able to get another chance with it later. Zoroark can take this Tauros on 1v1 very easily. Now, do you have Hyper Beam? Doesn't look like it. But it doesn't really matter too much, because now you just win. Or the 1v1 at least. Go in the Alakazam. You don't get a crit, so it doesn't kill. But Anir goes for Self-Destruct! Okay, I love to see it. I am so digging these aggressive plays right now. Let's go. The Metagross unfortunately gets put to sleep. Going in the Red Bull. Does it have Fire Blast? I imagine it will. Or it has Substitute. But it also has Fire Blast. What the heck is its moveset then? Do you not have Blizzard? Do you just replace Blizzard for Substitute? I'm imagining you still have, like, Body Slam and Hyper Beam. So that's definitely the play of all time, not gonna lie. And maybe you switch into Zoroark since you kind of know they're going for a normal move. Or maybe you're just trying, like, to fish out what they're doing. You probably should have switched into Zoroark instead of sacking your Porygon. Actually, it doesn't matter, you have Dunsparce. Okay, yeah, I think Anir just won this. A critical Blizzard, not enough to kill. But I don't think it matters too much. Because even with, like, Starmie out, it's just gonna be very annoying with that, Dunsparce. Dunsparce, I imagine... I guess it doesn't really need to go for anything. Really, it can just go for the kill. Wait, so it has Amnesia, but you have 2 normal moves? I'm assuming you just want it for the special defense boost? Or actually, no, wait, no, I'm dumb. There's Blizzard on here. I'm not sure why I forgot that. I'm just, like, so used to, like, Dunsparce's having rest. Not gonna lie. So that was Anir versus Fish. GG's to both players. Both played incredibly well. But now we immediately have the next match with Anir versus Creeper. Then after we see this, I will show you guys the current bracket. Okay, so starting off with Jolteon and Zoroark. Looks like Anir is using their Monotype teams again. Going in the Great Tusk, this is going to be a huge threat for Anir's team. You have, you know, Zapdos. but the substitute means that they probably will be getting a Rock Slide off. Yes, they will. It does a 3rd damage. You switch out the Chansey. Chansey, ironically, can probably do a decent job against Zapdos. Just with the context of, like, that being the only ground immunity. Who the heck is the only ground back? Wait, what the heck is going on in chat? What? I gotta get to the bottom of this later. But for now, we are watching, let's see here. Like a Zoroark versus, Electabuzz, I guess. The Zoroark can probably kill with Hyper Beam, but it gets fully paralyzed. Unfortunate. Also gets crit. But a very easy switch in into, ooh, Sceptile. Okay, I dig it. Also a pretty big threat for a Mono Electric team. Going back in the Great Tusk. The Great Tusk, you might even just consider just, ooh, a crit. Okay, that is going to be really, really hard for Anir to beat. You have Surf with Raichu, but now, like, you just have, like, the rest of your team just to make sure you can take on the Raichu exactly. The Great Tusk can just substitute now, and it can just solo the entire game for the most part. Headlong Rush KOs the Electrode, because there's like, oh, never mind. You suck at the defense drop. You switch out into Chansey, and Raichu, Jolteon, and what's the last one? Regieleki? I just don't see like much going on here. Not gonna lie. You predict the Chansey switch in. Submission kills, which surprises me. But that's just a very switch into Sceptile. It doesn't matter what you take out, everything is weak to Earthquake. So, looks like Creeper has just won game 1. There is not much they can really do here. I don't think Great Tusk lives to Surf, but you have a Toro, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the game's over. GG. Now, it's time for game 2. Can Anir manage to, like, make the comeback? We are going to find out together. Going into Zaptile, or Zapdos. I don't know why I said Sceptile. But Creeper using Smeargle, you love to see it, because you don't see a lot of Smeargle. The Zapdos gets put to sleep, but unfortunately it already wakes up. But on the bright side, it has taken half damage so far. A critical from Thunderbolt does a lot of damage to Regieleki. But Regieleki doesn't have much to do because Gliscor's taken out. I kind of hope one of these people has Heracross. Because I'm surprised that I've barely seen any Heracross. I saw a lot of it before people were actually in a tournament. But now it's just like you just barely see it. Also, this is Anir's Mono Flying team. Debatably the best one? I'm not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell what's the best Mono team, and all of them are basically just at a disadvantage, even for Gen 1 standards. Stacking the Smeargle was a pretty good idea. And going into Hydreigon, Fire Blast is going to do a lot. I'm not sure if it would have killed without the crit, but it does not matter. Surf also does decent damage to the Moltres. Fire Blast does more than I thought, but still. The Moltres is almost taken out, but the critical Hyper Beam does kill the Hydreigon. Free switch into Sceptile. I guess you didn't want to go into Regieleki because they were probably just switching the Gliscor. I understand that play, and I can respect it. Okay, going for Blizzard instead of healing. Very interesting. But you got healed eventually. Yeah, there we go. You go for Drill Peck. You can just go for another Recover. If you're in near, I'm not sure why you don't switch out, because it's pretty clear that you're just not winning that 1v1. And the Starmie's are revealed Thunderbolt, so I'm not sure why you switch into Gyarados. Hey, what's his Zapdos at? It's at 50 HP, but I think it can still survive a Blizzard. Leaf Blade just takes that out. You only really have Zapdos to switch into. You have Regieleki for that. And I think I can kind of see you just going for Explosion here, not gonna lie. Looks like you're not doing that. Or now you do. So now the Sceptile comes in. It can do pretty good chip damage to the Zapdos. Does the Sword Stance Hyper Beam kill? Yes, it does. Someone finally used Sword Stance Sceptile, and it was actually good. It took, like, almost the entire tournament but it finally happened. Let's go. Alright, so what's going on in chat? Well, damn, Monotype is sometimes hard to pull off. Yeah, you're always at a disadvantage. I do not know who the only ground back is, but that is not me. Well, anyways, congrats to Anir for making it this far, and congrats to Creeper. Like, she also, like, did pretty well. And it looks like she learned a lot from her last match, too. And hopefully everyone learns how to actually use Sword Stance Sceptile now. That alone just makes me happy. Let's go to the bracket, shall we? Now, here in Losers Bracket, we've already gone a long way. We had Cyber DJ beat Gemstone, and Gemstone beat AJ. So now, Zasterly and Cyber DJ will be having their rematch. And for those, just a reminder, these were the first two to actually fight in the first match of the entire tournament. So these two have a beef and a rivalry going on. So I know both of these people are very hyped to fight. Creeper just beat Anir. So now Anir is in the... Oh wait, no, I think I'm wrong. I think it's not actually Losers Bracket semifinals. I think that this is hit right here, and then this is going to be the Losers Bracket finals with what's it called? Zach and Theus. I cannot talk. Very unfortunate. But yeah, Disastery versus Cyber DJ. I'm pretty sure that's happening tomorrow. That's gonna be one hell of a battle. And then I'm imagining that the day afterwards will be one of these two versus Creeper. If you ask me who I think's gonna win, I don't know, and I don't care. Because between Zastowy, Cyber DJ, Creeper, and Zach and Theus, all of them are very good at the game. So, like, I know I'm here, but I am, like, kind of sweating. Because these people are all, like, pretty good. So I might not win this. And if that is, like, a big, oh no, bro, moment. But, either way, though, whoever's gonna, like, make it to the top, it's gonna be one hell of a fight. And I am very much looking forward to it. So thank you all for watching. This is Groundback. And until next time, I look forward to hearing from you.